Compliance Kitchen. Today I want to take a look at a recent DOJ enforcement action. So on September 14th, DOJ issued a press release noting that they charged 3 Iranian individuals who were residing in Florida with crimes that were related to their alleged violations of U.S. sanctions on Iran and also money laundering. So the DOJ tells us that the defendants, it was husband, wife, and the husband's sister, operated a Florida company called Express Gene. According to the criminal complaint affidavit, Express Gene received numerous wire transfers from accounts in different countries such as UAE, Turkey, Singapore, the PRC, Malaysia, totaling almost $3.5 million. And it was alleged that some of the money was used by Express Gene to purchase genetic sequencing equipment from U.S. manufacturers. Now, this was purchased for exports to Iran. So this would be something that you need a license for, and apparently there was no application for export license for this genetic sequencing equipment. On February 20th, Mr. Fagihi, who is the defendant here, arrived at Miami International Airport. He was flying in from Iran. He was inspected by the customs officers at the airport, and according to the release, per the criminal complaint affidavit, Mr. Fagihi was the director of a lab within Shiraz University of Medical Science in Iran. It was actually bearing his name, Dr. Fagihi's Medical Genetics Center. But when he was asked about, what he was doing in Iran and so forth, he claimed to the customs officers that he did not practice his profession in Iran or conduct any type of research in Iran. So also, his luggage turned out to contain 17 vials of some biological substances. They are unknown contents. They were covered with ice and hidden under other foodstuffs that he brought with him, presumably from Iran. Also, from approximately 2013 to 2020, Mr. Fagihi was an assistant professor at the Department of Psychiatry and Behavioral Sciences at the University of Miami Miller School of Medicine. And the DOJ tells us that during this period, he was the principal investigator on several National Institute of Health grants. And allegedly, Express Gene and Mr. Fagihi received large deposits from international wires during this period, but they, neither the company nor Mr. Fagihi disclosed, as was required by the university and also by the National Institute of Health that granted the money for the research, that there was a financial conflict of interest in existence. So all defendants were charged with conspiring to commit an offense against the United States and conspiring to commit money laundering. There were also charges with unlawful exports of goods to Iran, smuggling goods out of the United States, and also charges of smuggling goods into the United States and making false statements. So that would be the situation at the Miami airport that we talked about a minute ago. Also, Mr. Fagihi was charged with wire fraud. So I thought this was an interesting, perhaps a bit concerning situation here. So I thought I would make this one into a podcast episode. If you guys want to take a closer look or perhaps follow the this investigation. I have a post on compliancekitchen.com that has links that will take you to the DOJ press release from September 14.